these visuals are outside the Chief Minister's residence. Let me very quickly go back to Tanushree Pandey. Tanushree, the Chief Minister leaving at this moment for Rajghat.
You can see there in the visuals, Ankit, Arvind Kejriwal leaving for the CBI headquarters. In fact, he's going to go to Rajghat from here, and with him is Bhagwant Mann. He's seated in his one of his cars in the convoy, and he's seated in the front seat with Bhagwant Mann. So if you see, if we talk about Arvind Kejriwal's body language and his demeanor, he's completely, looks like he's absolutely confident, and even if he's not, Ankit, that's the entire point. I was talking to many Aam Aadmi Party leaders, and that's precisely what they were telling us, that even if we are scared somewhere down the line that we are facing a very strong dispensation in this country, we are going to at least give a message to the people in general, also to the opposition, also to the investigation agencies, that we are absolutely confident that we are going to come out of it stronger. We have not done anything. We are the anti-corruption crusaders. We have not done anything. We have nothing to hide. We have not done any kind of corruption even of 1 rupee. And we are going to be confident even if they put us in jail. So that is a kind of messaging at least the Aam Aadmi Party leaders are going to give, starting from the absolute top, from Arvind Kejriwal to even the ground workers. They are saying they are not going into the nuances or the details of the case. All they are saying is that the BJP is scared of us. They are scared of Arvind Kejriwal. They are not scared of any other politician. They know that Arvind Kejriwal is going to defeat them. That is why they are going to put all of us in jail. But doesn't matter. We are going to come out of it stronger. That is the kind of political line Aam Aadmi Party has taken. You can see there in the visuals, the entire convoy has left. They are going to go to Rajghat from here. There, Arvind Kejriwal will pay his tributes, and then he'll go to the CBI headquarters for questioning. Ankit, back to you.
All right, Tanushree, thank you for joining us at this moment. Tanushree Pandey reporting from outside the Chief Minister's residence since morning, giving us all the latest update from there. Javed Ansari, if I may come to you, because investigation and the allegations of corruption on one hand, this is a big political issue as well. And at least in the last 10 years of the Aam Aadmi Party's existence that we have seen, if there is somebody who can play the victim card in politics, if not better, but equally good than the Prime Minister, is Arvind Kejriwal. How does this play out for Arvind Kejriwal politically, Javed Ansari?
Look, it's clear. It's evident that the Aam Aadmi Party has decided to fight it out on two fronts. One is the legal battle, which the lawyers and others will take care of, and the other is the battle of perception, the political battle. They will make this out to be a case of a political vendetta. He will don the mantle of martyrhood as the victim, as somebody who's been wronged, because he's raising issues and because the BJP appears to be, he will say that the BJP is very scared of my rise. They want to do away with all opposition, and therefore I am being victimized. That is why this great show of strength, and they've continuously done that. They know that this is a political battle, and he will fight this. The political battle will take precedence over the legal one. The legal one will be taken care in the courts. But it's the political battle. Arvind Kejriwal has shown in the past that he never goes down. He's never fights shy of a fight, and he will not go down without a fight. So the BJP has a battle on its hands. And somebody was just saying, one of the panelists I was listening to, that, if you're guilty, then you face the music. Why is it that only those in the opposition, those opposing the government, face the music, and those who join the BJP become squeaky clean?
The washing machine of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Before I get a response
is there some dry cleaning unit that the BJP...
Before I get a response on this from Mr. Sissa, let me very quickly, he's been very patient. Asutosh Srivastava is with us in the studio. Asutosh, legally speaking at this moment, what we learn is that Mr. Kejriwal is being called as a witness as far as this case is concerned. What does this mean? What does the CBI want to know? Remember, he's not been named in any of the FIR as far as this case is concerned, neither by the CBI nor by the Enforcement Directorate. There is only one mention of Mr. Kejriwal as far as the charge sheet filed by the Enforcement Directorate is concerned.
See, first of all, we have to understand that whether it is CBI or ED, they are the authorities, they are the statutory authorities, and they have to act as per the laws. Their powers have been defined under the law. Now, if we talk about CBI, it has the power under section 160 of Criminal Procedure Code, and accordingly, it can summon any witness for any investigation in the matter. Now, once an FIR is registered or maybe the court has taken cognizance where the investigation initiates, after doing the investigation, after taking the witnesses' statements and evidences on record, if the authority is of the view that a particular person needs to be summoned as a witness so that this case can be clarified or the investigation can take place in a proper direction,
right,
or they can get some certain information which is very, very crucial pertaining to a case. So summoning someone is not that a person is accused as of now. It is also that a person is required to help into the investigation and to cooperate in the investigation. If
okay,
somebody,
can I ask you one quick question?
Yes.
Can somebody who has been called as a witness, what does it take to turn that witness into an accused? Can that happen? Is Arvind Kejriwal in future, if let's say today his questioning takes place, after that, what are the grounds on which the CBI can turn him into an accused? So far, as I said, he's not been named in any of the FIRs.
See, any witness, if the witness is called, a statement is recorded, and after that, in due course of investigation, if the CBI or any investigating agency for that matter of fact investigates the matter and feels that there is some additional accused which are to be named in the supplementary charge sheet, they can file a supplementary charge sheet as well.
Okay.
If the investigation continues and they have certain more concrete reasons to believe someone to be an accused.
Okay.
However, maybe not in that case, in this particular case I am talking about, but in a general case, it has happened many a times that a witness has also been turned as accused based on the investigation and the evidence on record and the statements being made by several other witnesses.
That possibly would be a worry as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, whether Arvind Kejriwal is going the same route as Manish Sisodia did. But as I said, he's not signed. He's the Chief Minister who doesn't sign any files, and also the CBI would have to have some concrete evidence or grounds to turn a witness into an accused when it comes to the Chief Minister of Delhi. Sirsa Saab, while we are playing these visuals of Arvind Kejriwal going to Rajghat, which are coming to us live, this entire convoy, in fact, media cameras along with these cameras and on the convoy and the protests which are taking place in the national capital. What is this, as the panelist asks, what is this magical washing machine that the BJP has? If you are a BJP leader, no matter before you joined the BJP, what cases you were facing, once you are under the saffron fold, under the BJP's fold, then all these cases disappear.
Ankit, it will be wrong to suggest this. First of all, as the gentleman has said, why the cases are against opposition? No, the cases are not against the opposition. I must clarify to Javed ji. The cases are against the people who were in power for almost 10 years in government of India and for almost 9 years in government of Delhi.
With due respect,
and most
what
of those
happened to the case against Mr. Hemant Soren?
Javed ji, please, if you please.
Okay. Javed Saab, I'm coming to you. Let him complete and then I'll come to you.
Javed ji, if you are so aggrieved with something, you must move to the court, and the courts are always there. If somebody feels that somebody who was accused till tomorrow is not accused no more, and he finds that he is the guilty, then he should move to the court. The court is open for you and me and for anybody else. But you cannot sit here.
But Sirsa Saab, may I just add a supplementary question to this? No, may I just add a supplementary? No, what you are saying, may I just add a supplementary question, then you respond to it. Sir, the argument can't be turned on its head. The jurisprudence can't be turned on its head. We will do whatever we want. If you are aggrieved, go to the courts. That's not how that's not how things work, sir. You can't put things on the court by saying, "Hum to kuch bhi karenge. Agar relief chahiye to go to the court."
Who are hum? Who are hum? See, these are autonomous bodies. You cannot blame this kind of bodies. Those are the autonomous bodies and they worked under the constitution. Simply saying कि हम तो कुछ भी करेंगे. This is not a Punjab police. That वो दिल्ली में आएंगे और बग्गा को उठा ला जाने के लिए आ जाएंगे. This is not a Punjab police. They worked under a constitution. The nomination of a director is by none other than the panel in which the Chief Justice of Supreme Court is also there. And I say, for the sake of argument, let's presume that something wrong is going on. Then why it is so that in spite of going to Supreme Court, they have not got any relief? Secondly, the Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party of Delhi went to Supreme Court in the case of liquor case. and they said कि हम तो इसको इन्वेस्टिगेशन ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं, इसमें जो स्कैम हुआ हम उसमें सहयोग करना चाहते हैं.
Okay.
So primarily they never said कि कोई scam नहीं हुआ. They
Okay.
said we want to help in this scam.
Okay.
And when the court said you go to the High Court and put up your documents stayed there, they refused to do so because they were well aware of the fact that the moment they will go to the Supreme Court, the High Court will ask for those 9 phones, and those evidence is against Manish Sisodia and Arvind Kejriwal, and they won't get any relief.
Okay.
So why don't
Mr.
they move to
Sirsa,
the court
I
and
will
get
just
relief?
quote an example for you,
So
sir.
I
Like
don't
you've been saying that if you are so aggrieved, go to the court. Let's take the example of. I'm coming to you, sir. Hold on, sir. Hold on.
Sirsa ji has been given 2 chances. I've been given half a chance.
Sir, you've been given 1 chance. Sirsa ji has been given 2 chances. This is the second round. And if you want to waste your time by arguing with me on how many chances would you get, we'll waste the time of going on air. So let me ask a supplementary question and then I'll come to you to respond. Mr. Sirsa, you said that the agencies, if you are so aggrieved by the agencies, why don't you go to the court? What happens when you go to the court? What happened in the case of Sanjay Raut when the Bombay High Court very clearly came and made some very, very scathing remarks against the Enforcement Directorate? Did the government take any action against the officers? How can you turn this around and say you go and take relief from the court? If the court says something, you don't act on it, sir.
So you think that the court, whatever court says, the government won't act against it and court will keep sleeping.
Have they,
court
sir?
will say कि अच्छा कोई बात नहीं, हमने बोल दिया था,
Have
तुमने
they,
नहीं माना,
sir?
चलो कोई नहीं देख लेंगे.
Have
ऐसा
they,
नहीं
sir?
है ना. No, you can't sit on a TV channel and blame entire government for doing something which is not wrong at all.
Mr. Sirsa, first of all, there is no blame. There are these legitimate questions will be asked, and as a representative of the government, the party which is ruling this country, you are supposed to answer those questions.
The set of law is worked from a court, and courts have all right to do anything and everything what they feel it's good for the justice.
Okay.
And if they are doing anything,
so when the court says that the
it.
Enforcement Directorate should not have arrested Sanjay Raut, it looks like that it was prima facie motivated. There should not be any action against the officers.
The court said it looks like that it's a prima facie, it looks like. But first of a second thing, when the same time
you made your argument,
property was sealed in this case.
Siddharth Sharma, but the fact remains, Siddharth Sharma, by calling and saying BJP is a washing machine, the BJP leaders or those who are under investigation, nothing happens against them, that doesn't give the right to the Aam Aadmi Party to come and say, don't investigate us. You are being called as a witness. Why make such a song and dance about it, sir? Go and clarify your position. What is the victimization in that?
I think, Ankit, I think your statement needs a small bit of correction because Arvind Kejriwal today is on record saying that you call me 100 times, I'm going to come. And as far as Mr. Sirsa ji is concerned, the BJP spokesperson right now, he was saying something about if you have a certain grouse, go to court. So this is Mr. Sirsa. This is Mr. Sirsa. And the court has awarded the BJP spokesperson's family with a fraud case. So that is what BJP spokesperson is on television.
So I move to the court?
Gullak chor hai, sir. Gullak chor hai. Gullak chor hai. Gullak chor hai.
आप गुल्लक चोर हैं. अरे भाई आप गुल्लक चोर हैं.
Let's not get into this name calling. Siddharth Sharma, you want to have a civil debate, sir? Please go ahead. Don't get into this name calling. Don't get into this name calling. They will also call some names to it, and it won't be very pleasant. So let's not.
Mr. Sirsa ji challenges someone to go to court.
You have to say sorry on this.
No, but Siddharth Sharma, hold on. Sirsa Saab, hold on. Sirsa Saab, I've told him not to. Sirsa Saab, I've told him not to use any unparliamentary words or demean or put the discourse on a lower stature of this debate. But Siddharth Sharma, hold on.
I went to the court
Sirsa, Maninder Singh Sirsa, if he has been indicted or said anything against him in the court, he has taken the legal recourse, sir. You are saying Mr. Kejriwal says that he will present himself. Tell me why the Chief Minister of Punjab, the MLAs of the national capital, the cabinet of Delhi, do they have no work on a Sunday that they are here supporting Mr. Kejriwal? He's been called. Let him go and present his case.
That's right. And secondly, what we are doing in Punjab.
Hello, Sirsa ji, सब कुछ आप ही बोलोगे तो
Sharma ji, Sirsa Saab, that question is for Mr. Sharma. Go ahead.
भाई शर्मा जी, जब आप झूठ बोलोगे तो मैं बोलना पड़ेगा ना.
Hold on. Once again, Sirsa Saab, all right. These visuals of Arvind Kejriwal reaching Rajghat live on your screens right now. Gentlemen, we'll speak one by one. It will be better for our viewers and for our the discourse as well. You see these visuals of Mr. Kejriwal reaching Rajghat. we saw exactly the same, in fact, sequence of events when Manish Sisodia, the Deputy Chief Minister, was called in by the CBI. Though he was called in as an accused for questioning, Mr. Kejriwal has been called in as a witness. But the Chief Minister going to Rajghat, and this is not the first time that we have seen these kind of this visit of the Chief Minister to the Rajghat, to the Samadhi of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. This is, of course, has a lot of political meaning as well. Has been used by a lot of political parties, specifically the opposition these days. When, remember, Mr. Rahul Gandhi had also visited recently Rajghat before his disqualification and all that played out as far as the parliament is concerned. So Mahatma Gandhi, the symbol of truth as far as the people of India are concerned and across the globe as well, his final resting place is being used politically, of course, to send across a message as well. So Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, along with his convoy of ministers and MLAs, MPs at this moment at Rajghat. Siddharth Sharma, respond to what I asked you, sir. If the Chief Minister has been called and he's so willing to go and present himself in front of the CBI, then why get all these ministers, MP, MLAs to come with him? Do they have nothing else to do apart from accompanying the Chief Minister in optics?
I think, Ankit, the Indian Constitution gives a right to peaceful assembly, and if your question is right, your question is a very rhetorical question. Why other people other than Mr. Kejriwal are there with Mr. Kejriwal today? The simple answer is when the Prime Minister of India, the head of state, is invited to Australia or to other countries, how come he accompanies, Mr. Adani accompanies him? So if the question is Mr. Kejriwal being accompanied by Bhagwant Mann, the same question is how come Mr. Adani accompanies...
so are you equating a businessman to the Chief Minister of Punjab? My God, you've got yourself in a bind, sir.
Ankit, my rhetorical answer is Bhagwant Mann is an elected Chief Minister of this nation. Other than that, he is also a citizen of this nation. And right to peaceful assembly is enshrined in the Constitution. And if that is under question, then how come Mr. Adani accompanying a head of state in an official visit to Australia is not under question? That is what
Sir, don't understand what you are equating, but you have all the right to, in fact, come up with any kind of argument that you want to. Ghanshyam Tiwari, earlier you were making an argument that the investigation should take place in the allegations which have been made by Mr. Satpal Malik against the Prime Minister. Well, that is for, of course, the agencies to decide. An investigation in any allegation should take place. But, sir, does that argument in any way stand against the ongoing investigations which are going on? So if this investigation doesn't take place, does it mean that all other investigations should also be stopped against opposition leaders?
Well, a few days ago, the headline from Supreme Court, where the amicus curiae court's friend said that ED's director's extension is illegal. Why is this government again and again going beyond rule, beyond the norms of Supreme Court and continuing with the same person? Because the government wants a one-sided dictatorship, wherein Mr. Sirsa was saying BJP has given us the infamy that a single party has more than 100 members of parliament with criminal charges right now in the current Lok Sabha. In Uttar Pradesh, more than 100 MLAs with criminal charges come from BJP. Today, if you want to be a criminal who rises in politics, BJP is your party to join, and that is visible. As far as the charges by Satyapal Malik is concerned, can Mr. Sirsa, BJP's spokesperson, they won the 2019 election on Pulwama. Can he name a single martyr from Pulwama? For example, Kulwinder, Sukhjinder, does their lives don't matter? To my question, he has not even responded. This is the brazenness of BJP, and this is their fake nationalism. When the Prime Minister is questioned, when the Home Minister is questioned,
fake nationalism is the allegation against you, sir. Respond to what Ghanshyam Tiwari is saying, sir.
No, I'm shocked that Ghanshyam Tiwari, the Samajwadi Party, is talking about the nationalism. What a joke! मतलब इससे बड़ा जोक क्या होगा कि ये भी नेशनलिज्म की बात करेंगे जिन लोगों के राज में कॉफिन तक के करप्शन के चार्जेस लगे, आज वो लोग नेशनलिज्म की बात करेंगे। एंड आप सत्यपाल मलिक की बात कर रहे हैं यार, कैन यू ट्रस्ट दैट पर्सन? The other day he says कि मेरे को अमित शाह जी ने ये बोला, and next day say कि वो वाली statement तो मैं वापस लेता हूँ.
Sir, if the government of India can trust him to be the governor 4 times in 4 different states, should the people not trust what he's saying?
Definitely. But when he's out of
Siddharth Sharma, I told you once. I will ask that question, sir. You will respond. You will not speak over your fellow panelists. Let me ask that question to Mr. Sirsa. Mr. Sirsa, if the government trusted him being a governor in 4 different states, why shouldn't the people of a country trust with what he's saying?
Yes, the government of India trusted him and he was trustworthy. But when he was removed, he changed his language. Why, if so, being an Indian, you tell me, you being an Indian, will you ever deceive your people if you knew that something wrong had happened and you keep your mouth shut? Will I trust you tomorrow? No, nobody will trust you. How can
or should
you
I not
do
turn
this
it and say that the government removed him because he wanted to come out and speak?
No, but he has completed his term as a 5-year. Nobody removed him. He started keeping. Nobody removed him. He has completed his term as a governor. And you see his statement. I'm not saying. You just listen to his statement. He said other day he said 300 crore was offered to me. When Karan Thapar asked me, you said 300. No, he said मैंने ये नहीं कहा. मुझे ऐसा कहा गया कि 150 करोड़ रुपए की चर्चा हो रही थी 2 में. Okay, he said what the Amit Shah. He said Amit Shah वाली statement तो मैं withdraw करता हूं.
सर तो अरविंद केजरीवाल के घर पे भी चर्चा हो रही थी 6 से 12% करने की. उनको तो बुला लिया आपने विटनेस बना के.
क्योंकि उनका साथ आजकल करप्ट लोगों के साथ है. उनका जो ऑप्टिक्स में आप देखेंगे, अचानक से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी लालू प्रसाद यादव के जा गले मिले तो ऐसे लगा कि करप्शन वाले लोग इकट्ठे हो गए हैं. इनको करप्शन के रास्ते ढूंढने वाले लोग इकट्ठे हो गए हैं.
सर वो तो येदियुरप्पा जी के ऊपर भी चार्जेस हैं, तो बीजेपी में भी करप्शन वाले लोग इकट्ठे हो गए.
नो, बट वो तो सेंटेंस हुई है उनको, तो इज अ कन्विक्टेड अक्यूज्ड. और आप इनसे पूछ रहे हैं, आम आदमी पार्टी के यहाँ पे स्पोक्स पर्सन बैठे हैं, आप इनसे पूछ रहे हैं कि लालू प्रसाद यादव कन्विक्टेड हैं या पॉलिटिकल वेंडेटा हुआ उनके साथ. इनसे पूछ ले, आप इनसे जवाब ले लें.
ठीक है,
आप इनसे जवाब ले लें.
मैं उनसे जवाब ले लेता हूं, पर उससे पहले I want to just go across to these visuals which are coming in from Rajghat. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has just paid his visit and now is on his way to the CBI headquarters. CBI headquarters, we've been told that more than 1,000 police and paramilitary forces have been put around the CBI headquarters because there is anticipation that the Aam Aadmi Party workers can try and get out the CBI headquarters as well. Ghanshyam bhai, you were raising your hand, but I'll come to you. Before that, let me go across to Javed Ansari once. Javed Ansari, the fact remains that this entire, now the narrative is very, very clear. Corruption against corruption. While the BJP, the Prime Minister says that it's a coterie of corrupt which is coming together to defeat him in 2024, the same allegation is being made by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal against the Prime Minister. Do you think the Prime Minister, who so far in last 9.5 years, corruption charges have not stuck to him, this time the opposition can do something different?
Well, it depends on how they build the narrative. As far as the BJP is concerned, they have the state machinery, they have a captive media, a large captive media in their hands, and the Prime Minister occupies the bully pulpit. So even when he cops, it makes breaking news. The opposition does not have that kind of wherewithal. And the other thing is you have to link this corruption to how does the common man relate to this? How does this affect the common man? So a lot will depend on how the opposition goes about building this narrative. As far as the BJP is concerned, they certainly have a distinct advantage. But that being said, what Mr. Satpal Malik has said cannot be wished away. Just by wishing it away, these questions will not go away. After all, he's been a governor of 4 states, the most politically and security-wise sensitive state in the country, and therefore what he has said needs to be probed. If he's telling a lie, he should be called out, and if there is truth, then that must be investigated.
Absolutely. We have to take a very quick break. Sirsa Saab, because the fact remains when Sukesh Chandrasekhar, our convicted conman, says anything against Arvind Kejriwal, the BJP does 20 press conference. Ghulam Nabi Azad of the Congress party, who is now outside the Congress party, says something that the Bharatiya Janata Party wants to, put loudspeakers to it and accentuate that. But when there is, of course, allegation against the BJP, then it can't just be wished away by saying that he's disgruntled and nobody believes him. It's the same yardstick I'm talking about.
Definitely.
That's all the argument that I'm talking about.
You cannot trust a person who says that Prime Minister
sorry, but I have to slip into a quick break. I request you all to stay on with me. A quick break at this moment. Our focus continues on this big story which is playing on the national capital. Remember, there is another huge event that took place yesterday in Prayagraj. We'll talk about the Atiq Ahmed and the Atiq Ahmed brothers killing as well in a short while. Stay tuned. News and updates continue on NDTV. I'm coming back in just a short while.